I'm going to tweet something out that's really clever right now about this show.
What are you going to tweet out, Nick?
I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet.
You got to figure it out?
But I'm sure it'll come to me as I start typing.
You should probably figure it out before we go live.
No, that's just a bunch of letters.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the Kind of Funny Morning Show. I'm Tim Gettys. This is Nick Scarpino.
Hello.
And behind the boards, we got Cool Greg.
It's your boy.
Kevin is out doing wedding stuff.
Yeah.
So he prepped Cool Greg on how to run the whole show. He had a little demo yesterday. I thought he knocked it out of the park.
I'm excited for you, Cool Greg, because you're really coming into your own here as just our all-around cool guy.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
So Greg's behind the boards. We're proud. So hopefully, if there's any mistakes or anything, don't be all upset. Understand this is one of his first times doing this.
You think that anyone that's watching this show is going to be angry if there's a mistake?
I don't know.
On Monday and Tuesday, we couldn't even do the show.
We're flawless.
Yesterday, yeah.
Normally.
we tried to fucking have the watch along, and that took a shit on us. Because everyone apparently our internet could only have.
We fought through it.
We did. It was a great watch along. And BT
it.
Dubs.
Attack on Titan.
Shout out to Attack on Titan.
Woo!
It's coming back. I mean, it's back into my life. Now, I remember that show not making a whole lot of sense the first season. And boy, they're not concerned with that at all for the second season.
No.
They're just throwing shit
It's
at
fun,
you.
Man.
Super gory. My favorite part of all yesterday, now that Kevin's gone, is that every time a Titan came on, you and I would just giggle to each other.
Because we both knew that in Nick's head, he was thinking, that looks like Kevin.
In my head,
yeah.
You knew it too.
No, but I didn't know it. I just know how your head works.
I know. It's not that I think they look like Kevin. It's that I think that saying that would piss Kevin off.
Exactly. There was one though.
That's because sometimes Kevin does that thing where he just creepily stands back there and looks at you and waits for someone to tell you to move.
It's like, why are you fucking naked? Why are you tucking your dick between your legs?
You're freaking weirdo and doing that smile. He's like, not like, you know how sometimes Kevin just doesn't look at anything?
Yeah, he does.
Like, how is it possible you're not looking at anything? How are your eyes not falling on at least one object in the room? He just blanks out for a second and goes into like happy space where Thomas the fucking cat is floating around, and he's like, Thomas
the fucking cat.
Thomas Janine Garofalo cat, whatever the hell he named her. Holy crap.
Dude, you're so lucky you didn't meet his last cat. His last cat was a fucking disaster.
Well, cats are the devil. We all know this.
It was named
Mr. Kitty. Oh, no, it wasn't.
What? Not Mr. Kitty. My brother called it Mr. Kitty, but that's not what his name was. His name was Forrest, but it wasn't actually Forrest. His name was Four Eyes because he had his eyes and then he had like two black dots above his eyes. He was a white cat, so it looked like he had four eyes.
It's terrifying.
But someone in his family just couldn't grasp that and couldn't understand it.
Right.
So they thought he was saying Forrest. And so it turned into some variation of that story is correct.
It took him.
So it was either that or the opposite, but it doesn't matter. It was called fucking Forrest. It's this white cat. That white cat was never white. I think I saw him white once, and then he just turned into like, it's like when your Super Nintendo sits and eventually just turns yellow. Yeah, the cat was like that. But the thing about the cat is the cat learned how to like masturbate.
Dude, really?
Yeah.
Hot. This cat's smart.
And it did it all the goddamn time. Kevin had this like horrendous white shag rug, like a little tiny rug that he put underneath his computer desk. And this fucking cat, it looked like the cat. It would just walk up to the cat, or to the thing and just start fucking humping it. And just making the worst noises you would ever hear. And then maybe like 2 minutes later, he'd walk away, and you're just like, I do not want to even go down there. It was just a freaking disaster.
They didn't snip his balls out?
I don't know, man. It's Kevin, dude.
So you got to get in there and snip those balls.
But then the worst thing is the cat eventually got cancer, and it had like a tumor that started growing, and it eventually turned into the hunchback cat and had this giant fucking tumor on it, and it was like, God damn it. They had to put him down.
Yeah, that's what happens. Or like, if you're like some of my friends, you just keep rebuilding them. Like I have friends that have dogs that just like won't let the dog go.
Yeah.
And so the dog's like half mechanical at this point. It looks like, well, you don't watch Archer, but it's like Krieger's like mechanical cat from this season. Shout out to Archer. This season's pretty good. Not great. Pretty good. Yeah, that's why cats are the devil. You know what I mean? That's why I don't keep them in my life at all. I see a cat, my first instinct is kill it.
You got 9 lives.
Kill it. Okay, get it away from me. Don't need it in my life. Dogs, best thing on the planet.
Yeah, cats we've talked about this so many times. Cats are so goddamn weird, where it's like, why would anyone want this thing? However, I'm also like that with dogs. I love dogs. I'm happy my friends have dogs.
I like other people's dogs.
Yeah.
I like other people's kids, and people with cats, I don't trust them. I like fucking with other people that have dogs. Like my sister-in-law got a dog, a cute little min pin.
Yeah.
You know, you ever seen these things? They look like Doberman Pinschers, but they're tiny. They're like this big. And she named him Kona.
Okay.
His full name is Kona Coffee Bean
Okay.
because he's like coffee colored.
Got it.
But I misheard her, and I was like, "You named your dog Carl?" And she's like, "No, Conan." I'm like, "I'm calling him Carl forever now."
That is
my mother-in-law to this
Kevin's
day.
been rubbing off on you. That's a Kevin thing to do.
She's like, "Don't call the dog Carl. You're gonna give him a complex." And I'm like, first off, he's a dog. He doesn't understand the difference between Kona and Carl. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
He does not care. And also, Carl is a dope-ass name for a min pin.
Carl's a good name.
Carl's a dope name for a dog.
For sure.
Letting everyone know.
Yeah. How's the chat doing? What do we got over here?
People are saying LOL.
Pumping for Pump says, masturbation leaves me with regret. It's a great name for that comment.
It's true.
JP107 says, Tim looks like he just got out of bed, LOL. Would you believe that I did?
Yes, I do. I do believe that.
It's one of those days.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you got the boy band hair.
Yeah,
Every time you have the
you
boy
can
band
see
hair,
it.
it looks like you got out and you just put some water on it.
Oh, that's all I did. That's all I fucking
That's
did.
totally
It was
fine.
I was up really late last night. I had a wild night last night.
Did you?
Let me tell you.
What'd you do last night?
We went out to the Disney and Pixar Symphony Orchestra.
Okay.
And it was fucking awesome.
That's a real
It was
thing.
at the San Francisco Symphony Hall, so it was like a legit thing. They did the whole thing where they have the video screen and they play the videos while they play the music.
Right.
And it was the history of animation. And it was pretty cool. Like, it was all chronological. It started back with the old Mickey Mouse cartoons. And it
very
kind of
cool.
went through Sleeping Beauty and up to Little Mermaid. And then eventually it turned into Pixar. It was all the Pixar things, starting with Toy Story, ending with Up. I only cried once. It was obviously during Up. They did the first 7 minutes of the movie.
Oh, Christ.
And it's like, you fucking assholes. Like, what do you do? Everyone crying.
Of course.
It was like a weird cult thing.
The thing about Up is that the first 10 minutes are, I mean, it's a good movie, but those first 10 minutes are like, it's hard to beat.
It is.
The rest of the movie, you're like,
are perfect.
all right, but like, it's still sad by the end of it because you're like,
no, by the end of
She's
it, there's
still
like
dead.
there's a moment of redemption.
And that
There's a
kid's
moment that like
still
he's
a dork.
happy. He's fucking happy.
it's true.
And like the thing is, in this I even saw it's like when she last has the adventure book, she writes a note for him that he sees later at the end of the movie, and it just says, "Our adventure is done. Go find another." And it's just
Sad.
That's
sad.
fun. But he found Little Asian Boy, so it was okay.
He did.
He
a
found
kid.
another adventure.
Was the kid Asian?
Yeah.
That was
Fucking
one- that was one
100%.
kid. Do I not remember Up? I thought he was like a pasty white.
Oh, he's a fat little Asian kid.
I guess he is Asian.
Yeah. He's from San Francisco.
Look at him. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. The ice cream
see,
shop.
I don't see. I don't see race.
No, let's not go there. The ice cream
I just
shop.
don't. You know what I mean?
The ice cream shop
just see
that
people.
they go to at the end of the movie.
Either they got a dick
and they
or an
talk
innie.
about is in Oakland,
That's all it needs to be.
California. We
Is
should
it?
go. Yeah.
What's it called?
Benton's.
Okay.
Fantastic place. But Nick, the reason I bring up the Disney Symphony is, of course, it was a all-night endeavor. So that's why I got home late and slept, and now here we go.
Sure.
They did a Toy Story thing.
Okay.
And I was so pissed.
Because they did the Randy Newman
Because they
song.
did not do the Randy Newman
Really?
song. They just did the score of the rest of the movie and like did a whole bunch of. It was more about the. I don't know. It was more about the narrative and the plot of the movie than that shit. And there was no vocalists, no choir, no singers. So it was all just the orchestra. The show ends, and of course you know they're going to do an encore because they do the whole thing where this whole orchestra is still sitting there, but the conductor just walks off.
So he's
and it's
like,
all
"Thank
right, he's coming back.
Yeah.
He comes back, and he goes, "We're gonna do one more." It's where it all began for Pixar. And I just look at Gia, and she just goes, "Oh God, no!" And they just start playing it. You got a friend in me, and like, it helped so much that it was orchestra only, so there was no one singing the song. It was
Right.
just the tune.
Right.
And Gia's like, "It's all I can hear. It's all I can hear. Is, I'll put him in. Let's hear it, Nick."
We'll make a man out of you. You'll make a man out of me. Let's not tell our wives. It's just gonna be you and me. And some lube.
There we go. And he's getting into it.
I love this song, dude.
And he's got some boy band hair.
Oh
So
God.
does Tim today. Let's all get super bear.
What?
I don't know. So let me ask you this
So
question.
that was the thing. Gia's like, Nick always loses the narrative about 3 lines in.
But the joke is just very paper thin on that with spoilers. None of my jokes are ever deep in any way, shape, or imagination. Well, I'll let you have that one.
Yeah.
Here's my big question to you.
What is it?
So they do this grand Disney Pixar. Was it whole Disney and Pixar?
It was Disney and Pixar, yeah.
So they do all of this.
Yeah.
Right, and they pick all the popular songs from all the Disney movies.
No. It
Was
wasn't so much
Mulan
that.
featured at all?
No. So it wasn't. But there
So
was
it's all the most popular songs in all the Disney movies,
no.
and they were like, let's definitely do Mulan's song because that's the one that's super popular,
What
right?
they did was the actual producer of Beauty and the Beast was there, and the director of like 5 of the most popular Pixar movies was there. He did Inside Out and a couple of the other ones, and Up as well, I think. And so it was the movies they did.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and the other, like the older stuff was the things that influenced them.
Got
Mulan didn't influence them, it turns out.
Strange.
Yeah,
Strange how
very
that
strange.
one film, as popular as it was in the canon of Disney films, especially with all the memorable songs that came from it, that didn't influence those guys that are cutting edge.
If it had anything, it had memorable songs.
I don't remember one song from that movie.
I'll Make a Man Out of You.
This is the one that goes,
Reflection.
Oh,
Christina
make a
Aguilera.
man out
98
of you.
Degrees.
okay, never end a point that you're trying to win with 98 degrees. Okay? You're automatically losing. Whenever you bring Nick Lachey into any conversation, you lost.
No, but it was
shout out to
their good
Christine
song.
Leon.
It was the True to Your Heart. You just be true to your heart. I don't know if it was actually in the movie. I think it might have just been the credits theme.
They do that sometimes. They're like, look, we can't, it's ancient
I remember the
China,
music
we
video.
can't really
There's a lot
put
of-
Nick Lachey in this, he's super white.
no, it wouldn't
Maybe
work.
just put it at the end.
They did have a hit though, 98 Degrees. That Una Noche.
Una Noche.
Baby, just one night.
Una Noche. I
Noche.
thought that was fucking, that was them?
I think it's 98
Oh my
Degrees.
God, I totally thought that was
on.
like Enrique Iglesias or
mean-
Ricky Martin or something like that. Remember
Yeah,
Ricky Martin?
yeah, 98 Degrees, Una Noche.
Oh man, that song was hot as fuck.
It was, man.
Give me just one night. Una Noche.
Nope,
Andy,
Nick,
where were you
stop.
on that?
That was...
Andy, I went super ethnic with it, and you were supposed to back me up, so it wasn't like bad.
You went the wrong ethnic with that, though.
Una Noche. That's how they said it.
Oh, okay. I
Well,
guess.
I'm just
all right.
quoting Nick Lachey,
All right.
trying to be as culturally accurate as humanly possible.
What did you do last night?
I did an open mic night last night.
How did that go?
It went terribly, very terribly. It turns out it's really hard to do. I've been doing a few of them here and there, trying to prepare for Kind of Funny Live to do a set, and it's hard.
Yeah?
And I'm really bad at it. So it was actually soul crushing last night because I went on. I signed up at 6. Now if you've never done any open mic nights, what usually happens is they have this big long list. They give everyone like 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, whatever, depending on how many people are there. But then there are a lot of actually working comics that'll come in to work out some of their material, and they'll walk in and they'll get put on a special list. So basically they'll go like 3 open micers and then a comic. Like there's people that have shows. There's a show at the Punchline this weekend, and a few people that were going to do that show are just coming in to brush up on their material here. So I was like, oh, I'm 25th on the list, but calculating it 3 minutes a piece, I'm like, it's gonna be about an hour and a half to 2 hours before I go on. No problem. Sit down, cut some VO for the animated show, push that out, did a little more writing for the animated show.
So you're sitting there on your computer doing work while there's people doing comedy?
Well, I'm paying attention to them as well, but then every like 30 minutes I'd go outside and just kind of do some work to come in, because I'm like, wow, this is getting long, right? But slowly but surely I look over the other list, and there's like 20 people on that list, and I'm like, oh shit, we gotta get through all of those people before we get to me. And holy fuck, I didn't go on until 10 o'clock.
You were there since 6.
6 to 10.
Okay.
I had 4 cups of coffee in me, so I was like this. I was jittering, right? I was like, because I'm like, I gotta lose weight for Kind of Funny Live also.
Oh,
so I'm
of
just gonna
course.
have a small chicken Caesar salad
Got it.
and 15 coffees, because that's how you lose weight.
Yeah.
And I went on, I couldn't
Coffee
remember.
doesn't give you weight, though, does it?
Coffee, no.
Okay.
It gives you probably high blood pressure and dehydrates the shit out of you,
Yeah.
but it's not great for you, but it's not bad for you. Everything, but in small doses. Anyway, long story short is I went on. It was me and these 3 other white dudes that had been waiting there for 4 hours also. Very, very nicely they waited there. They watched everyone's set. And I couldn't remember any of my material, so I just pretty much made fun of them for looking like date rapists the entire time.
The Nick Scarpino way?
They thought, some of them thought it was, the girl they were with thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
Which I thought was like, you think that's a little too funny. So maybe we hitting close to home here, guys.
Oh, wow, Nick. That's
but-
not how that works.
Oh, I'm
at
joking.
all.
I was joking. It's a fucking comedy show. So anyway, yeah, it's very fascinating. I kind of want to make a topic out of this for the
Okay.
Game Radio Show, because this has been
journey.
this year for me has been a year of
New experiences. Throwing
and,
yourself out
and
there.
getting my ego just crammed down into my asshole. Just this big, beautiful ego that I have every day. We do this morning show, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I feel like I'm good at this. People give me the validation in the comments.
Yeah.
They're like, Nick, you're really funny. Please stop making jokes about small boys. I'm like, that's great. I get to do this. And then I go try these other things like jiu-jitsu or open mic comedy, and boy, it is like ground level.
Yeah.
You are just nothing.
Yeah, can you imagine going on that stage and being like, hey, so we started a boy band named Boy Orgy. We also do fucking puppet shows every once in a while with this goddamn piranha plant.
I probably would have better success if I talked about those things. But what are you going to do?
So what is the experience? I don't want to ruin the GOG topic here, but what's the experience like? Because it sounds kind of shitty to just be,
terrible.
All you're doing is waiting to be the next person to go up. Like, are people actually enjoying what's up there?
Well, the thing about these open mics that I've been going to is that it's all aspiring or working comedians that are going there to either try to figure out how to do it or work through their material and get better at it.
But see, that sounds fucking horrible. That sounds like going to a rap show and everyone in the crowd's rappers, which is any rap show you've ever been to.
It depends on the room you go to. If you like, there's a couple of them that I go to where people are super supportive, and the whole point is that, hey, we're all here together. Like, it's similar to jiu-jitsu, right? You can't practice jiu-jitsu by yourself. You have to have other willing participants that are going to be there to work through the stuff with you, right? And some of them are going to get hurt, and some of them are going to get put in bad spots, some of them are going to get good spots, yada yada yada. It's a give and take. Same with these open mics. But there are some that I've gone to where it's like you and 4 people that are there to have a cup of coffee, and they don't want to hear what you're talking about. They don't care. But it's actually pretty fun when there's other comedians there because they're they give you a little bit more. Like when I'm there, I'm like, I'm gonna clap. People say, hey, how you doing? I'm like, great. So it's pretty cool.
But it's blood flowing.
It's hard because you get like imagine having to get good at something when you only have, it takes you 4 hours to wait to do it for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you have to come back the next day and do it, right?
Yeah.
And then also, so I'm simultaneously trying to get good at that and jiu-jitsu at the same time, and those are both happening at the same time, so I can't do all of them at the, every night, every day. Plus one of them is destroying my back. I'll leave it to you to figure out which one that is.
Yeah, it's all the standing up.
It really, actually, I got bad posture, and I just read this article about how if your head's tipped forward, it puts more pressure on your lower back.
Okay.
So it's been fascinating. It has not been. It's been a journey that I thought, I'm like, when I first started, I'm like, I'm gonna crush this, dude. I can get up in front of people and talk and make people laugh all day long. It's not, that has not been the case yet. That has not been the case. But I've been recording a few of them too, so eventually we'll put them out.
Good.
I'll put out the audio, just me fucking failing.
I love it.
And if you come to Kinda Funny Live 3, you might
You can watch him fail in person.
Live.
Whoa!
You're gonna see me do the world's worst 3-minute set, and then our good friend Mike Drucker will come and actually show you what real comedy's like.
kindafunny.com/KFL3. So, Nick.
Should we get into the stories?
Let's get into the stories. Now, here's a little thing. Today, pretty light on news. Didn't have too much going on.
It's Friday. Apparently everyone didn't feel like doing shit.
So, you know what? That's fun. If you didn't know, this is Kinda Funny Morning Show. We get together, talk about the news you know about. Twitch.tv/KindaFunnyGames, 11 a.m., whatever. Story number 1. This comes from IGN. Seth G. Macy writes, the NPD Group released its results for the top-selling video game hardware and software for the month of April. Persona 5 had a strong showing coming in second place. We already knew that Nintendo's killing it, but it's interesting to see that Persona 5 is still killing it. Persona 5, JRPG, not necessarily the biggest thing in the world.
It's my favorite game, by far.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been playing it for 74 hours. I only have one date so far.
So looking at this list, it's top 10 of Mario Kart 8, which is understandable.
Nice.
Persona 5, above Zelda, above MLB 17 The Show, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands,
Nice.
Grand Theft Auto 5, Mass Effect Andromeda. So most of these are older games, and like we see some of the hits that we're always going to see, like Grand Theft Auto in there. But still, Persona 5, man, way higher than I think most people would have expected.
That's pretty crazy. Good for them. Good for them. I mean, it's hard too, because you look at that game, you're like, that's got to be hard to market to America.
Yeah.
Market to American audiences, right? Like, unless you're Greg, or let's be perfectly honest, Zyger, it's got to be hard to get people to understand what that game's about, especially when the rest of the contenders on that list are Mario Kart 8, pretty straightforward, Zelda, which is like a no fucking brainer. You got what else?
MLB The Show, which I think
Overwatch,
this is the newest game on the
seriously?
list. Black Ops?
Black Ops 2, sorry.
Yeah.
I was like, Jesus Christ.
Wait, when did MLB The Show come out? I'm pretty sure that was really recent.
When's the last time you played a sports game?
Sports game?
Yeah.
NBA Street Volume 2?
Fair enough.
Yeah, March 28th. So, I mean, this was a month ago still. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways.
All right.
Congrats, Persona. Congrats.
Zyger says, I love you too, Nick. You get me. Zyger, nobody gets you.
Nobody.
But to be fair, nobody gets me either. And if any of us tried to unpack the lunacy that is Greg Miller's mind, that might land us squarely in an insane asylum. So we're all sort of floating around the same planet, if you know what I mean. Cuckoo.
All right, next story.
No.
Next story. This also comes from IGN. So I'm gonna start this off. Nick, are you at all interested in Supernatural?
No.
Do you know anything about it?
I watch a lot of WB shows, so
Okay.
you see previews for Supernatural. I know Felicia Day is in it. I know that it's been a really long going and very popular show.
People fucking love this.
They love it. They love it. I've never seen one episode. I've never been inclined to.
Okay.
But people really like Supernatural.
All right. Well,
it's a cult classic.
I'm gonna read the story, and we'll see what we gathered from this. This is again over at IGN. Alex Gilyadov says the 13th season of Supernatural will include an animated episode featuring Scooby-Doo.
Nice.
Supernatural stars Jared Padalecki and Jensen Ackles announced the special episode this morning at the CW's Upfront presentation in New York. You can check out the first image right there. Supernatural's dabbled in cartoon imagery before in the season 8 episode Hunteri Hiroki. There's also a Japanese anime version of the show, which first premiered in January 2011. Following the events of season 12, the 13th season follows Sam and Dean going up against a powerful creature that can either save or destroy the world. So, there you go.
Cool.
I don't understand the Supernatural thing. Andy?
Do you watch Supernatural? Are you a Supernaturaler?
Oh, get over
what
here.
they call 'em?
You have a strong stance on this. Give us that strong
I don't
stance.
really have a strong stance on Supernatural. I just don't.
I feel like Supernatural is squarely in the same.
I like
there
that.
you go.
I just don't give a shit about it. In particular, because there's a friend of mine who loves Supernatural but hates Breaking Bad, so I'm like, come the fuck on. Like,
I understand that though, because they're two very distinctly different types of show. Supernatural is a show that's very much catered toward people that want to have fun. It's that Buffy the Vampire Slayer like audience, right? It's that, dare I say, Psych audience or the iZombie audience. People that like, they just want to follow something. It's kind of like a modern day soap opera for them. Breaking Bad is a fucking investment that you know is going to probably crush you by the end of it. Like you just know, Breaking Bad's like one of those relationships that you get into where you're like, this is going to destroy me.
yeah,
You know?
I love this.
But I'm going anyway.
Love this.
That's right.
Gotta love them
You know what I
crazy
mean?
girls. So Greg, do you have thoughts on Supernatural? And can people hear you? Do you know?
People, I think, should be able to hear me. And,
Let us know if you can hear Cool Greg in the chat.
I fucking love Scooby-Doo and Supernatural, so I'm really juiced for all of this.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I would not have pegged you as a, like Scooby-Doo, sure, but Supernatural fan, I would not have pegged you as.
Yeah, my man Edmund put me back on it back in the day before I had cable, so I was forced into it. Now, yeah, I'm down. They do like a yearly like fan fest out here in San Francisco. I've been trying to go to, but I never made it. It's still expensive.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, good.
No, we'll get you to that.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
We
like,
got
I mean,
strings
one day
we
I'll
can
get
pull,
there.
my friend. And those strings are called,
Cisco.
we'll all just put our money on a table and we'll buy you a ticket to that.
Actually gave the dude with the long hair. I was working one day at Ghirardelli when he came in to get some ice cream. So that was kind of cool. I saw him.
Did you give him free ice cream?
No, I didn't give him the ice cream, but I was working. If I would, hell yeah, I'd offered him everything. I probably would have ate it with him too, chilling.
All right.
Yeah, my brother used to work at Ghirardelli Square serving ice cream.
Ice cream king.
And people would call him the Ice Cream King.
Yeah.
So
Can we still call him the ice cream?
still call him the Ice Cream King.
Sweet.
Candy Andy and the ice cream.
Holy shit.
Shit.
Track number 2, track number 3 on the self-titled album Boy Orgy. What
Oh
was our
my
album
God.
going to be called? Boy Orgy, the Boy Organization,
It's always consensual.
Always Consensual.
Always consensual.
Always consensual, never illegal or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Always Consensual, Barely Legal?
No, Nick. There has to be rules.
Is there a line someplace that we're not supposed to? Can someone just draw up the rule sheet for me?
It is an organization.
It's like, weed is legal here, but not everywhere else. It's like one of those things. Like, it's barely legal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Barely legal.
Barely Legal. That'll be number 2. We'll wait for a number 2 album.
Okay.
For that.
But we really need the ratings,
But
you know?
Is that going to be the sophomore slump, though?
Definitely. Here's the deal. The first album's going to sell like hotcakes.
Sure.
The second
Yeah.
album is going to just fail miserably.
I mean,
Third, it's going to be like experimental.
In successful pop, boy band, and 90s girl pop singers, their second album was when they really brought it.
Was that the one?
Yeah.
What, was Celebrity the second album for NSYNC?
Yeah. No Strings Attached
No
was
Strings-
the second one.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
Celebrity was good too, though.
Somebody was good, but No Strings
Bad.
Attached was their hit. That's when they were at the top of their game.
It's true.
And then Britney, I don't know, it's kind of hard with her, but the Oops, I Did It
It was
Again.
always hard.
It was always hard.
Penis
Kind of funny morning show.
There you
Penis
go.
jokes.
All right, let's get back to the news.
I love this bongos. Boy orgy never gets old, son. Boy orgy never goes out of style. I love it.
Wow, that's great.
That's great.
So
Remember
this is
that.
from Collider. Original Mortal Kombat reboot script was like a hard R Avengers. I don't like that it's original. That implies that there's a new one.
Okay. Wait, is this for the movie? Sorry, I missed this.
Yeah. So here's a quote.
Yeah.
I have a long history with that Mortal Kombat project. It was kind of the first thing I got hired on. After Shimmer Lake went out around town, I took a lot of meetings, and one of the first jobs I got, and then ended up not getting, was to write Mortal Kombat for Warner Brothers. But the guy who hired me exited the company before we even completed the paperwork, so it was like a job that existed and then disappeared. It was soul-crushing. But Kevin Tancharoen, who I guess was also trying to direct the movie before it went away, he called me and said, hey, would you be willing to write a short that I would shoot, because I think there's something here. I think we convinced Warner Brothers to do it. That short film was Mortal Kombat Rebirth, which took off on the internet and spurred a digital series on Machinima. That short was fucking awesome.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember the era of Kevin Tancharoen. I think didn't he do like some dance movies? Yeah, he's a choreographer. What did he do? He did Fame. That's right.
Glee 3D.
Yeah, he did a lot of because he's a dancer. He grew up. I have a couple friends that grew up dancing with him.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then he did the whole Mortal Kombat Legacy series on.
That's right. Machinima?
Machinima.
So, yeah.
Machinima Prime.
Breaking news.
What's the breaking news, Andy?
Tom Hardy is Venom.
Tom Hardy is Venom
No
in the
shit.
Venom solo movie?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Okay. That sounds cool.
Oh, now he's directing a lot of TV. A lot of CW shows. And Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Prison Break. Good for him.
I'm trying to see where the interesting part of this is. I guess there isn't one. Oh, here we go. Well, and again, I don't know what remains of this, but I know that it was going to be, it's almost like if you took the Avengers, or if you took a storyline like that and set it in the sort of hard R, over-the-top violence and hard-edged world of Mortal Kombat. It was a little bit like that. It was a little bit like a Wanted type story that brought together a bunch of these characters and just pulled zero punches and had a tone that was still fun but very dark.
Who was in that, man? I remember that.
It was Michael Jai White.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody. Check out Mortal Kombat Legacy.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it.
No, not Legacy.
No.
Legacy was whatever. Mortal Kombat Rebirth on YouTube.
Yeah, that was cool. I remember that.
That shit was
There was
fucking
that weird era when YouTube was starting, to really pick up as a mainstream means, where people would start syndicate. Actually, I guess this was probably a little after that, but there was the Portal No Escape thing. There was that dope ass.
No, that was all the same time period.
And then there was later there was that Shankar Power Rangers.
Well, that was like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
so that was a little later. But
That was good, man. But yeah, this was. I remember looking at that and going, "Holy crap!" And then everyone I knew was like, "We have to direct." So dude, that costs that was probably $100,000 short right there.
yeah. So then here, this is interesting. I clicked on it because they announced the Goosebumps 2 movie, and you saw Goosebumps.
I did.
And you didn't hate it.
No, it was fun. I mean,
Did you grow up with Goosebumps at
Nope,
all?
not at all.
Okay.
No.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, but I was, I think I watched it on a plane. I'm like, I'll give Goosebumps a chance. I love Jack Black. Still doing good work. It was fun. It was silly. It's a kid's movie, It's Goosebumps.
I thought it was really good.
Best I can say for it. I mean, I didn't think it was bad. The only thing that threw me off about that movie was that I wish Jack Black hadn't done the voice for the bad guy too, because that was really weird to hear his voice a lot.
Black man.
I love Jack Black. First off, School of Rock might be one of the best movies ever made. Have you seen it?
Yeah, of course.
So good.
It is really good.
Right down the highway.
Anyway, so Goosebumps, I grew up reading the books. And this movie looked very interesting to me because I liked that they were kind of combining all the stuff. I saw a little bit of it. I'm like, this probably isn't for me. But I'm liking that the title of Goosebumps 2 is Goosebumps Horrorland. Horrorland,
awesome.
one of the coolest fucking series in Goosebumps.
Awesome.
It was like a 3-parter. It's a theme park where everything goes wrong, which is always a fucking cool
That's awesome.
trope.
Yeah,
I'm all about that. But also interesting is reading through this article, there's a whole bunch of other random movies I didn't even know were a thing. Dr. Seuss' How the Grinch Stole Christmas, starring Benedict Cumberbatch in the title role, is set to arrive in theaters. I'm pretty sure Jim Carrey nailed it.
Yeah, I don't know if Benedict
1997.
Cumberbatch is going to get any better than that. It's but hey, why not?
So then, just more time about Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which comes out December 20th this
Can't
year.
wait. Cannot wait.
And,
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought you said Baywatch. Yeah, I can wait for Jumanji. I'm fine.
And there's an upcoming CG live-action hybrid of Peter Rabbit. It's a modern interpretation of the source material built around the rivalry between the mischievous Peter and Mr. McGregor.
Great.
Starring Daniel Day-Lewis.
Just what our
Academy
kids...
Award-winning Two-time Academy Award winner Daniel Day-Lewis.
James Corden, Rose Byrne, Daisy Ridley. Oh, okay.
Wow, that's a good cast.
Interesting. Margot Robbie.
I just watched Into the Woods for the first time. That was the James Corden, Emily Blunt, kind of, I think it was based on a stage play they brought to the movie. Not very good. Weird. It's kind of a mashup of all the old, like I don't know, Brothers Grimm's Tales, but Cinderella, all that stuff.
Oh.
Remember, she has to find, it's like James Corden and Emily Blunt in the woods have to find a cow. I don't know. I watched it for 10 minutes. And there was a commercial break, and I'm like, do I really want to stick through this commercial break? I'm kind of in the middle of the story. There's some kid that started singing, and the song was weird. And I was like, nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good.
And then lastly, here we got Sylvan White will direct Sony's Slender Man movie, which is due out May 18th. They could do that some justice.
Slenderman?
Slenderman is such a
fucking... Slenderman?
Slenderman is, and I'm going to butcher some details of this, but it's a folktale where there's this really tall dude with no face that chilling
I'm familiar with
woods.
the games. I've played the game. I've seen him in the games.
Yeah, but it's based off some real shit where it was a folktale, and these two little girls that were 8 got obsessed with it, and they wanted to make him happy, so they were going to sacrifice one of their friends, and they took this other it's not cool. Took one of their 8-year-old friends into the woods and fucking shanked her.
That's a real thing?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, that sucks.
And she survived.
Oh, interesting.
And it was this fucking crazy thing. But can you just imagine being that little girl and when you're 8 years old and your friends fucking shank you in the woods to sacrifice you to a demon thing?
That sounds terrible.
Yeah.
Anyways,
those two little
that's
fucked up
the
real story.
From, season 6 of Walking Dead. Or season 5 of Walking Dead. I can't remember.
They were 13 years old.
Doesn't matter. Still terrifying. Still creepy and terrifying.
They're adults. They've matured enough. I can pull Greg the link to the Tom Hardy story.
Let's let's pull that up real quick. Can we look at that? Oh, where are we? I need it in here though. Is it on the? Can you copy and paste it into the story? Tom Hardy to star in Venom. Actually, you can just scroll down. Ruben Fleischer to direct. The project is one of Sony's top priorities, and the studio is not wasting time as the movie is set to open October 5th, 2018. Zombieland is finally... Is it what? Oh, sorry. Sony has installed the star and director for its Spider-Man offshoot Venom. Tom Hardy, who was nominated for an Oscar in his work in The Revenant, is in final negotiations to star in Venom with Ruben Fleischer. Fleischer, I think maybe I'm saying that.
Fleischer.
Best known for directing Zombieland. Oh, that's awesome. In final negotiations to helm the movie project, centering on one of Spider-Man's signature villains. The project is one of Sony's top priorities, and the studio is not wasting time as the movie is set to open October 5th, 2018. Venom is to usher in a host of movies from Sony's Marvel and Spider-Man-based universe of characters. Sony is rebooting its Marvel-based slate with the summer's Spider-Man Homecoming, and Venom is a key title in the slate. The studio is also developing a Silver Sable Black Cat project, among other characters from the Spider-Man stable.
Man,
here's the thing about these standalone villain movies. They're really hard to make work. Okay, as we saw famously with the Suicide Squad, right? It's just so difficult to take these characters that are supposed to be kind of quasi one-dimensional and make us feel empathetic for them.
See, I think Venom is a bit more unique in the sense that there is more depth there, and they can, depending on what story they go about, they could make it where he is the good guy. He doesn't necessarily need to be the bad Venom. But I don't know. I just don't like that it's getting so convoluted where it's we need to stop moving away from the central universes and really just they're saying that they're going to kick off this with Spider-Man Homecoming and then follow it up with something that's not related.
Yeah, I don't. Here's the deal. Tom Hardy as Venom with Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I'd like to see that movie.
Yeah,
that's cool as shit.
That is.
But I don't.
Age is a little off there.
Yeah,
but I mean, hey, that's one of those things where I'm I don't give a fuck.
It doesn't have to be,
change the backstory.
Who cares? Eddie Brock is a reporter. Whatever.
Yeah.
This kid's in high school.
Done.
Great.
Cool.
Done. Not fucking hard. Right? And both the Toms are awesome. I don't know. I mean, jury's out, of course. We'll see what happens. These guys are very, Zombieland was awesome. We'll see what happens with this.
True.
But you look at the only earmark we have for this, or the only milestone we have for this, which was Suicide Squad, and you're like, it's just so difficult to make that story work. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah. A Black Cat movie, I'd love to see Black Cat.
That could be cool.
In a movie, but I want to see Black Cat in a movie that feels like it matters in the grand scheme of things. Because the thing is, these movies are just going to try to build their own universe. If they were true standalone movies, I feel like I'd be a bit more behind it, where I'm like, all right, cool, I can separate this Venom not being in the MCU. That's totally fine. But then don't build some other shit. Like, they're going to tie this into the Black Cat and Silver Sable. No one gives a fuck about Silver Sable.
No.
And they're not going to make us care about Silver Sable.
Black Cat's on the fringe of no one gives a fuck of.
Yeah, but Black Cat would be awesome in a Spider-Man movie.
Correct. If they built her out correctly.
I think
they have to.
would.
Well, they have. There has to be an investment there because
it started in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Black Cat was what, Felicia
Hardy. Yeah.
Right, and so she's supposed to quasi have a little bit of a thing for Peter Parker, right?
Well, Felicia did. I mean, there's a lot of canon over the years.
So that's what I'm saying is there is a
thing for Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, right? There is a cool thing to be. There's a cool story to be told there. It's just how fast do they want to tell this story, and that I think is the main problem we have with these Sony movies, these Fox movies, and these DC movies is that they're not taking their time developing these projects. It's just not happening.
Yeah, I mean, the line that they said that, they're got to get it into production. It's releasing October 5th.
And here's how you know this, because Homecoming hasn't even come out yet, and they're betting on that, the third reboot in the Spider-Man franchise, being so good enough to warrant a standalone Venom movie. So we'll see what happens.
We definitely will see what happens.
I feel like we're getting into Cyborg territory here. You know what I mean? Or like, what was the DC movie that got canceled? Was it Cyborg? Did they decide not to do that movie?
I don't even fucking remember that. Like they add new DC movies every day.
Yeah, but they took a few of them away too. After Batman v Superman didn't do so well, they were like, "Oh, that slate we talked about, we're gonna take a couple of these off.
I don't
push a couple of them around."
Yeah, I don't know. I think Venom is one of the few characters in the Spider-Man universe that can have his own movie.
Could be cool.
Don't think he needs it.
Could be cool.
But we'll see.
But I also would love to just see Tom Hardy as a bad guy throughout the series, not a one and done Venom like we saw in
Spider-Man 3. The hit movie.
The hit movie Spider-Man 3.
Topher Grace.
I'd love to see Tom Hardy's character be developed throughout Homecoming, which he's not going to be in, but like, you know, whatever Spider-Man 2 is going to be, then a standalone. But we don't need a standalone Venom story. That's, What's next, Carnage? Great.
I mean, oh God,
probably.
Whatever.
We'll see.
You want to read some tips?
Sure, let's read some tips on this fine Friday. If I read your tip, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you, and if you were here, we would hug you. Wiz83 says, just leaving my birthday tax. I'll have to catch the stream on archive. But I wanted to ask, what advice or tips do you guys have for someone wanting to stream on Twitch and YouTube? Also, say hi to Zyger for me. Just start.
Find a niche, watch other people, and find what you like about them and how you can do it your way.
Yeah. And make sure you're unabashed about sharing that with all of your friends in the community. Nemoculus says, hi. I tried to flirt at a bar to finally overcome crippling social anxiety, but this girl wasn't having it and totally ripped me apart. I don't know if I want to try it again because it really hurt, to be honest. Any advice? Love you guys. Well, yes. There's a couple things. One, I hate to say it, but you got to get back on that horse. You can't let one bad experience influence you. Two, if you have social anxiety and you're not seeing someone, you should see someone. And I bet that person, the first thing they would tell you is maybe don't jump into a bar experience first to handle that. Maybe dial it back a little bit. So maybe try to find some other experiences where you can talk to people without the expectation of all that being on your shoulders. You know? Coffee shops, I don't know, clubs, if you have a hobby or something like that where you can go and just meet people and practice there, where there's not all of the pressure of where is this going to go? Is this going to be a relationship? I don't know. Because just bars in general are just a shitty place to meet people.
Yeah.
They're just bad.
That is very true.
Any further?
I don't got anything else. There was a super awesome pickup line that I saw. Oh, God.
I got one for you.
Gia's been watching this fucking show.
The Bachelor?
No. It's even fucking worse.
Survivor?
Happy Endings.
What the fuck is that?
It's some, like, CBS sitcom that went on for way too fucking long.
Has Gia never heard of Netflix?
No, she's watching it on Netflix. Yeah. No, someone recommended it to her at some point. So she makes lists of TV shows, but she's like, all right, cool, once I finish this, I'm just going to keep going down the line.
Why not?
She just she likes having things to conquer. And I'm just like, can you just not do Happy Endings? This show's fucking atrocious.
Yeah, of
It
course.
stars the girl from Girl Next Door.
Happy Endings. I'm looking this up right now.
Do you know what I'm talking
The
about?
girl next,
Eliza Cuthbert. Yeah.
Cuthbert.
But there was a great pickup line in it. I saw. I'm like, man, like everyone, like once an episode, there'll be a line that I laugh at.
Okay.
Otherwise,
That's the problem. See, when you laugh.
And Damon Wayans is in it.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Don't think that's Damon, though. I think that's Marlon. No,
Marlon
that's not Marlon.
Wayans? I don't know.
That's one of the Wayans.
I've never
A.
done the Wayans brothers.
Which one is he? He is the Wayans. I think he was in the
I'm going to call Gia. I want to
call Gia and see what she says about this. Which Wayans brother is Damon Wayans Jr. Shit.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
exactly like his dad. Holy crap.
He was the dude that played Smokey in Scary Movie 1 and 2, I guess. God, Scary Movie. Was that too young for you?
Oh my God. No, I love Scary Movie. Side note, Damon Wayans Jr. and was in a movie called Let's Be Cops that is fucking hilarious. If you haven't seen it, it is so funny.
Hey, hold on a second. Hey, Gia, you're live on the Kind of Funny Morning Show.
What's up, Gia?
Hi. Okay.
So, you know that stupid show, Happy Endings, that you watch?
Uh-huh.
Remember when there was a pickup line that I'm like, that's fucking awesome?
Yeah.
Do you remember what that pickup line was?
Oh, man.
You can think about it and call us back.
Okay. All right. Let me brainstorm for a little bit. How long are you guys live?
I don't know, probably like 20 minutes?
All right. All right. I'll get back to you.
Okay, bye. This isn't going to be worth it at the end of the day.
No, definitely not. But I'm getting a lot of hate for Let's Be Cops. And I just want you guys to watch it again because I feel like it's on the level of Daddy's Home. I just want you guys to know that. You know what? I'm going to tell Greg Miller to watch it.
Yeah?
We'll see what he thinks.
You want to call him right now?
Yeah.
You call Greg Miller, tell him to watch Let's Be Cops.
Call Greg Miller. I don't like to touch my phone too much.
What?
Calling Greg Miller. Your call has been forwarded to
Son
an
of a bitch.
automatic message system.
Yeah.
Why does he not have an outgoing
I
message?
don't know.
Greg, good job.
Yeah, you're going to blame Greg for that.
He doesn't have hey, what's up? You've reached so-and-so, whatever. Or have a robot.
Oh, my God. My God, my God, my God. Want to keep reading some tips?
Yeah, sure, why not? The Steve 9X says, first time tipping. Here's my birthday tax for my 30th birthday tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday. 30 is a great year. Titan Meteor says, just wanted to share some psych love with Nick. He gave us a clip. Cool, Greg, I'm going to copy and paste this in. We'll watch this in a second. Just cue it up for me.
People in the chat are saying the Happy Endings is funny.
I think they're wrong.
have very different...
I haven't seen the show at all, but I'm going to go ahead and agree with you.
Yeah, I have a much different sense of humor than
Nick
you.
Shafani says, hey guys, throwing in my birthday tax for my son, James, turning 1 tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday, James. Thank you guys for helping us get through the long, sleepless nights over the past year. Y'all are the best. Love you. Love you right back. Make sure you raise that kid right. Be good to him. Mars Bao says, I fucked up trying to send this fun clip last time. Love you guys, and shout out to the Kind of Funny community. KFL2 was the shit, and I've been ready for Kind of Funny 3. I've been ready for Kind of Funny 3. Ante up. He gave us another clip. I will copy that in. Let's cue this one up too.
Real quick, cue it up.
Yeah, it just means pull it up, and we'll watch it in a second.
I'm gonna check it or anything.
No, a side clip.
Just pull it up, and if anything, we'll tell you to do it.
Yeah,
or
we'll
not
tell
do
you
it.
to stop. I'll look through it in a second as soon as Tim reads the next story. The J-Mac says, has given us a tip, and in parentheses says, rap if you can. Yo, it's J-Mac. Hey, listen, I'm tipping every Friday. So look, my way check it. If you were crushing it, doing 90 plus, it's bugging it. A fast flick. Did you kick it on the highway? Do you know, am I singing this right? Did I get that?
No. No. I don't know what the hell that is.
BG2580 says, hi, well, thank you for the tip. Gave us a nice tip and says, hey, Tim and Nick, can't wait to go to Kind of Funny Live 3. 2 questions. What do you think of the stealth release of Phantom Dust? Also, have you listened to the new Linkin Park album yet? See you at KFL 3.
I've not listened to the whole album. I've heard the singles that have come out. Very different sound for them. They're going, they're really leaning into pop this time. A lot of electronic sounds, female vocalists.
That's fun.
And yeah, I mean, the thing about Linkin Park is they've reinvented themselves.
You gotta progress.
Like 10 different times.
Right.
And their albums are always at least good. And they're all hits. They haven't had a flop. So, good for them, man.
Cool. Cool. What's Phantom Dust?
Phantom Dust is an old Xbox game,
Okay.
Sega game. It's now, it had a re-release, remaster.
Got it.
Never played it.
I got it.
But it's cool that it's out, and it's cool that people are happy about it.
Spider Shay has given us a tip for $6.69. Says, getting into podcasting, what's the best video editing software out there? P.S. Can I get a butthole? Good sir. Greg, can you give me my 1, please? butthole. Thank
There
you.
you go.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, Premiere, Adobe. Use the Adobe
Yep,
suite. Don't do anything
100%.
else. Don't try to fuck with Vegas. Don't read the forums and have everyone be like, no, you really should try Final Cut. It's the best. No.
No.
Adobe Premiere
Get
is
in it.
the only software that's consistently updated, it's consistently supported, and it's amazing, and it ties in with the rest of the Creative Suite. So don't screw around. Just get that.
Hell yeah. The Hot Boy says, yes, of course they had a flop. Please let me know. What flop did they had?
Who? Linkin Park?
Linkin Park. Because as far as I know, every single album they've had has been a fucking hit. Even
It's
when
too
they're
much,
like,
push
you know what? We're going to do a side project. Call it Fort Minor. I'm going to just fucking rap. And even that had some of the most successful songs of the last 20 years.
Good for them.
With freaking, Where'd You
I've
Go?
never been a huge
I
fan
don't remember the name.
of Linkin Park. But they've always been there, you know what I mean? They've always been just right here out of my personal vision. But I've never, that style of rock rap, I've never been able to get into, which is hilarious because a lot of people, every time I say this, and then I mention that I love Rage Against the Machine, everyone's like, you know that's rock rap. And I was like, well, it's a different style. It's more
It is
funk-based.
different.
But whatever, anyway. Reiner Block says, hey guys, Nick, I'm getting married tomorrow. Any must-know tips for the day? Also, here's the Bambi trailer from SNL with The Rock. Nasty, some nasty love for Candy Andy.
Baby trailer.
I'll copy that in as well. And I'll look through all these before
Oh, we've seen the Bambi trailer.
Have we?
Yeah. That shit is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen. It's the when Disney's live action Bambi and it's like Fast and Furious.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, okay. Tips for being married. Take a second during the day tomorrow to just look around and take it in because it's going to go by so fast. You're not going to remember half of it. So just breathe for a second and remember to take care of her because it's harder probably on your wife than it's going to be on you. So make sure she's having a good time. And don't forget to eat. That's important.
Definitely eat.
Eat when you can.
Always eat.
Because you're going to be going around like crazy. Last tip for the day is Blissful Ignorance. Says, Nick, 40 days ago, I asked for you about low-carb diet. Since then, I've been full paleo. After 40 days, I lost 30 pounds and 10% body fat. You've been a huge inspiration to me. See you at KFL3 VIP. Dude, congratulations. I want to hear all about that when we meet on that Sunday. Definitely, please come up and talk to me about that because I'd love to hear about it. I like hearing success stories like that. We did a great one-on-one interview with Brian Altano about his experience with paleo that hasn't gone live yet. I think it's going to go live maybe in a month.
I don't
or
know.
two. We don't know. We'll figure it out. But that's for it's a Patreon exclusive episode, and then of course it'll go live eventually, way down the road. But if you guys are if anyone's interested in hearing his journey with paleo, definitely check that out because it's been really cool. My experience with paleo, very positive, but the only downside to it is goldfish crackers are not on the paleo menu, unfortunately. Apparently, look this up. Goldfish crackers not on any diet.
Really?
Not really allowed anywhere.
That sucks.
Yeah.
CVS had those bags 2 for $5. Better believe I got me 2 of those bags.
Hell yeah, boy.
Boys, know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
You know,
I love your new Twitter profile image on your header.
Oh, the goldfish? I took that down.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, because it was fucking making me want to eat goldfish. I was
funny
craving
as hell,
goldfish
though.
when I put it up.
What's your header now?
It's that dope ass picture for the boy orgy picture from yesterday.
Do you think that the pressure is on Altano?
Oh, that's right.
Since we're not going to air this,
That's dope.
his exclusive for
cool.
like, what, a month or whatever?
I don't remember what the
Do
schedule
you
is.
think the pressure is on him to keep it up? Because what if he just wants to gain weight again?
It's like, you know what? I'm
If he,
going
wants
back.
to, if he wants to gain weight, he can. But here's the deal with paleo. It's actually one of the only, it's a scalable diet, right? So you don't have to, if you want to lose a lot of weight, you can go full paleo. And then if you want to back it up, you can do more of like Tim Ferriss' style slow carb diet where you integrate more carbs into it just to maintain. So like, you don't have to go that deep into it all the time. You can kind of come in, come out, fluctuate. Like I use paleo after I've had, if I've gone crazy on a trip or something like that, I'll come back and just eat like, good vegetables, like low carb vegetables or healthy greens with lean meats and healthy fats for a couple weeks just to kind of de-bloat and feel better again, get my brain back into the game, and then I go knee deep into some T-Bell. So
Where do Snickers Crispers lie on the chart?
they are right in between do not eat that
Okay.
and any stuffed crust pizza.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah,
Good
they're
to know.
right in between
Okay.
that.
I love stuffed crust.
Fuck yeah, I do too. That was probably the best invention that man's ever made.
All right.
Fuck the internet.
You want to do the giveaway, Nick?
We calling tips?
Yeah,
We're
calling
calling
tips.
Let's do the giveaway today,
Let's
everybody.
do the giveaway.
Let's do the giveaway. How do you, wait, before we get into the giveaway,
Yeah.
how do you enter to win the giveaway
There's
today?
4 different ways you can win, Nick.
So
One of
simple.
them being in the chat right here on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames.
Which you all are.
2, subscribe to us on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames, which you can do by paying $5 a month or if you have an Amazon Prime account,
What you do?
you get a monthly free Twitch Prime subscription where you can subscribe to a Twitch channel monthly.
Unfortunately, I have to do that every month,
yeah.
which sucks.
But you can give,
for those of you out there that have done it, we really appreciate that, and it's really making a difference for
for
us.
no extra charge.
Thank you.
And it's great. 3, you can support us on patreon.com/kindoffunny. And 4, you can support us on patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Today's
winner.
Today's giveaway is brought to you by Nick Scarpino.
Hey.
Thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick.
Cool
Today
Greg
we're giving away. It's the Cool Greg.
It's the Cool Greg symbol.
Ghost Recon Wildlands.
Ooh, good game.
On PC. You play. Ubisoft's PC thing.
That's a good game. It's a good game. We did a fun Let's Play of that.
Yeah, Ghost Recon Wildlands is fucking awesome.
My favorite thing
When
about
do
that
you
is
have
playing with Kevin.
people to play.
Because he's just all over the place like he is in real life.
Hold on a second. Let me see. Okay.
River City Bro says, thanks, Uncle Nick. I'm not sure what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome.
Today's winner comes from Patreon.
Boop, 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 boop.
Patreon.com/kindoffunny.
Oh.
His name is Ray James.
For a second,
Congrats, Ray James.
I thought you were going to say Ray J. And I was like, I hope Ray J watches our show. I
He's
hope
a Patreon supporter?
He was like, guys, I heard you talking about me a long time ago, and I've been with you ever since.
That is fantastic. Congrats to Ray James.
Great game. Hope you enjoy it.
Nick,
Yes.
let's read some chat. I think we're done with the news today.
Doing the 3 and 3?
We're
Fuck
doing
the
the
news.
old 3
I'm going to look through these
and
stories.
3.
I'm going to look through these videos real quick. So we're not going to watch the Bambi one. Let me see what the Psych one is. Let's watch. Can we do fun clips real quick?
Yeah, let's do
I want to
some
see the
fun
Psych
clips.
one. I feel like Psych.
Do I do that?
Yeah, that looks great.
Am I playing it?
Sure.
I'm the resident psych.
Turn up the
you gotta
volume,
turn up the volume
on the YouTube.
So
On the YouTube, Greg.
Got it.
My name is Sean
All the way up.
Spencer. This is my partner, Jonathan Jacob Jingly Smith.
You're saying his name is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt?
That's correct, sir. We used to share the name. I changed mine because of all the people shouting when I went out.
come on, dude. Keep going.
Sir, I'm filling in today. This is my personal candy striper, Knick Knack. Hello. He is from Guam. My associate Gus. You can just call him Peter Panic. This is Shmuel Cohen. I'm a psychic detective. This is my partner, Galileo Humpkins.
Alicia Fancy Bottom? What am I, James Bond villain?
Hello, Mrs. Ryan. My name is Sean. This is Sean. No relation. My name is Sean Spencer. My associate, Ron Davis, a.k.a. Bob Adams, known to his cousin simply as Rich Fingerling.
How are you not laughing at this?
I don't know. I'm not getting it.
All right, stop.
Partner, Cheswick.
These are great. Thank you for this.
Ron Davis, Bob Adams, that was funny, but
It's just every time he introduces him.
yeah, okay. I mean,
It's just a fuck with him.
that's the thing is, I think it'd be funnier in the context of the show.
You have to have it, yeah,
being
the
different every
context
time, back to back. All right, cool. We're gonna watch this. Dad
Yeah,
goes
let's watch
crazy
this.
on his son to ante
Let's
up.
watch
Oh my
this.
God, this shit's great.
Let's watch
This
it.
shit's fucking great. This song's so hype.
Jesus. I feel like this might be child abuse. Holy shit. I don't know if this kid's enjoying this. Like, his body language is telling me that he's terrified of his dad. Maybe we should call the police. All right, that was awesome. Thank you for that.
Oh God.
Well, there you go. Fun clips, everyone. Let's go to 3 and 3 in the chat.
Let's go to 3 and 3.
The old Moriarty 3 and 3. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-da.
Is it the Angry Beavers?
No, it's not Angry Beavers.
No. It's the dating game. Echo Division says, what the actual fuck? Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Hooffan_1 says, Nick, did you hear about Pluto? It's messed up, son.
It is messed up, son. Why'd you have to bring that up again? Synthetic Nature says, Nick, are you still drinking those heart attack, clot-inducing, sugar-free death
No,
bowls?
you guys all got in my head yesterday, and now I look at them as poison. So thank you for taking the one thing I had in my life that I cared about. You took it out. No, I'm not drinking them anymore. I gotta go back on water. I think part of the reason I'm having back trouble the muscle, like pulling muscles in my back, is because I'm dehydrated, and I think those things don't help with dehydration.
Absolutely
so
not.
I'm trying more to just do like 1 coffee a day and water. So we'll see what happens.
Zuck T says, Tim, have you played through Nier? No, I only played through the demo. I started the main game, and then it just, the Switch came, and there was something else. I forgot what it was. Horizon. Yeah, duh. I was playing through that, and then a lot of other things happened in life.
Mr. Yasman300 says, Nick, thoughts on David Ayer directing a Scarface remake? I actually randomly just watched Scarface again the other day on Mother's Day. Yeah, I was hanging out with my mom on Saturday. We were tired. We were just waiting for my brother for a couple hours at his house. So I turned the TV on to Scarface, and it was right at the beginning. I'm like, I haven't seen this in a while. Wow, what a fucking crazy movie that is. I think it could actually be cool. I'm not a Scarface purist like a lot of people are, and it's not like a lot of people put Scarface up there with The Godfather, which I think is a mistake to do. I think it's a cool movie, very stylized, but it's definitely got some issues. Not the least of which is how it portrays Cuban Americans, but and the fact that none of those guys are Cuban. But I think it could be cool. I think if that's a real thing, I think that could be cool.
Nickster21486 says, Tim, what is your favorite Nick tune? I don't know if I can, this is another one of those things I don't want to like definitively say what my favorite is, but I want to give a shot. Obviously, people love Rugrats, and Rugrats is top tier.
It's up there.
And what it does, like that movie, that show's so creative, and all the different scenarios they get in, it's fucking great. But I want to give a shout out to like the ones people don't really talk about. The As Told by Gingers, the Rocket Powers, the later ones, the ones that kind of just, the Fairly Odd Parents of the world, The early 2000s Nicktoons don't get enough love, I think. So,
that's fair. That's fair.
Chalk Zone. Is that
Chalk Zone, which was part of
Chalk Zone.
Kablam.
If I could have my letters come to life and have like conversations with me, dude, I'd be winning.
You would be winning, Cool Greg.
You would be winning, Cool Greg.
Hey Arnold, Angry Beavers. Angry Beavers is fucking fantastic. Anyway, they're all good. That's not true. Most. The Answer 121 says, Tim, when are you going to do another exclusive? I loved the Tone Deaf interview. Need more. I don't know. Have I done any more? One with my friend Mal went up recently. I want to do more one-on-one stuff. We have a couple ideas to start doing more of those because we found a lot of success with it in terms of enjoying.
Yeah, they're really fun to do. I've done a couple now as well, and it's a different vibe. Obviously, it's a different style of podcasting, but they're really, really fun. I think we're probably gonna do more.
Yeah, because it allows us to be more host in an interview sense.
Yeah, or dive deeper into a topic that we're particularly passionate about or want to learn more about, which is cool. Yeah. So I think that we'll definitely do more of those. I enjoyed doing mine with Brian Altano. We've got a couple more that I've done as well coming out. So gonna be good. Gonna be real good. It's also a new skill to sharpen.
Yeah,
because being the interviewer instead of the goofball is a little harder. It's more fun. You have to kind of prepare a little bit more and actually have something interesting to say. Oh, son of a bitch. Over on Twitter, Nicholas Pride at NickRock84 said, I'm watching Nick Scarpino talk about goldfish while eating goldfish. Goldception? Question mark. Now this just makes me want to have goldfish, so that turkey sandwich looks good too.
Let's get into sub-only chat.
Son of a bitch. I'll put us in sub-only chat right now.
Denny Blanco says, when is the Bernie Burns Game Over Greggy show coming? The Bernie Burns Game Over Greggy show is live right now on patreon.com/kindafunny. Is that correct, Cole Greg? Yeah. That is correct. That is correct. And it will be available to everybody on youtube.com/kindafunny next week. It was a good one. Different vibe for us because it was just me, Andy, and Bernie.
Yeah, that was when I was like, couldn't get up. I feel bad about that.
You broke your back, yeah. Good Lord.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. We are in sub-only mode. We'll take a few more of these, and then we will wrap it up today and go out into the world and be fruitful. Mr. Yasman300 says, Yo, Nick, did you know that Tom Hardy is going to play Elton John in a biopic film? The movie has been in development for 3 years. I did not know that. That's weird.
Cage Camel 85 says, Tim, where can I get that lightsaber t-shirt that you always wear? It's an LRG shirt. I don't know if they still wear it, but if you type in LRG Star Wars in Google, maybe you'll find some luck. I'm a big fan of that shirt. It's dope as fuck. And Barry Bumfroyd says, Tim, KFL 3 is in 2 weeks. Will someone be filming the press conference at the very least for those of us who simply cannot attend? Don't worry about that. What we're planning on doing is editing a video together of all the press conference announcements that will be going live as soon as the press conference ends at Kinda Funny Live. Or maybe even during the press conference, I don't know, in that time period. Like during Kinda Funny Live 3. So, because we understand that all the people at home are waiting to hear what the future Kinda Funny looks like. And yeah, we got to make that shit clear.
It's going to be crystal clear.
Crystal clear.
Pistol Play says, Nick and Tim, any thoughts on P90X and Insanity? Are you familiar with either of these workout regimens?
All of my friends have done them.
Yeah. I've seen people have very good results with both of those. My only criticism of those types of workout plans are that they're very intense and difficult to keep up. And I always advocate things that you can do very easily every day for yourself without having that added stress, because personally, for myself, I know that I would do it for a week or two and then just crumble like an old, like a building in San Francisco. So
topical joke.
I always, wow, that was really good. Topical.
Yeah.
So yeah, I always advocate, if you want to lose weight or get in shape first, fixing your diet first and foremost, because that's the thing that you can work on very easily every day, and then working in some workout plans on top of that. But yeah, I mean, like if you want to see really good results of that, you can check out Jose Sanchez over on used to Jose. Is he still
Electric
EP?
Playground.
Yeah. And Babia, 1984.
Fucking A.
He has gotten fucking headed on P90X.
Shredded? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to clarify for people at home.
So, there you go.
Sean T, keep the core tight. That's what he says in the videos.
Did you do P90X at all?
I did Insanity.
How was Insanity? Did you lose weight on it?
Yeah. This was like 2 or 3 years ago, though.
Did you get hella jacked?
No, I just felt healthier, and I was pooping a lot.
A lot of
poop. Burning that fat.
Sleeping really well at night. Yeah,
Good.
I just felt super great, and then I just got tired of it.
That's my general problem.
I did it for almost 2 months, maybe 2.5 months.
It's great.
But then it's just you miss one day and you're like, oh, I'll do tomorrow, and then you miss that day and then you just fall off it. Kind of like our daily push-ups.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Remember we used to do those daily push-ups?
I'm sorry.
You gotta bring up.
You hearing that?
Someone just called and there's an alarm.
I guess we did.
I think it's time for it, guys.
Right now? Fuck. But
I'll read the rest of these. I'll take us out. Mr. Yasmin39 says, Nick, did you see the Predator image from Shane Black's movie? They're riding tanks. Holy shit, I did not see this. Thank you for showing that link. Let's look at that. I don't see the image in here. Damn you all. I'll take a couple more. Nick, Tim, Andy. How much Taco Bell is too much? No such thing.
No.
Sean T is putting out a new workout. That's great.
I'm lightheaded.
Core tight. Sean T.
All right, guys.
My core
You know
has
what?
never been tight.
Whew. Oh, yeah. Someone has to tweet at Kevin and tell him the alarm just went off.
Yeah, everybody tweeted Kevin.
Everyone tweeted Kevin and said, we heard an alarm. It's going off. It's time for push-ups. It's push-up time.
Sconet says, gonna start Code Geass today. Might grab some hot Cheetos and goldfish.
Oh!
You're about to have a goddamn great day.
Maybe Amazon Prime you some of that twang lemon lime.
Thank you, Mr. Yasmin. He's giving me the Predator image here.
Oh my god.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Okay.
This is a couple Predators driving a tank.
My god.
All right, why not?
Yeah, I'm sorry you guys had to hear that. But I appreciate you.
A lot of breathing. How you feeling?
All right. Oh, I'm done. You want to read them subs and resubs?
Let's read some subs and resubs, everyone. If I read your name, you're a resub or resub. We very much appreciate that. Remember, and I'm sorry to remind you yet again, but if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free Twitch Prime subscription. We'd like that to go to us. Unfortunately, you have to re-up it every month. That's why we have to keep reminding everyone. But if it doesn't go to us, please make sure it goes somewhere, because otherwise it goes to waste.
Yes.
And waste not, want not is the saying. Let's scroll down to the bottom here. What's today, the 19th? Our first subscriber for today is Black Label 04. Says, finally used that Twitch Prime sub. Been here since IGN days and just now getting off my lazy ass to use that free sub. Love you guys. We appreciate it. K-Town124 says, what? 29 months? Holy shit. Thank you. WBeams76 says, 5 months of bongos and buttholes. Well, to be fair, it's been 5 months of buttholes. Someone's not holding up their end of the bargain. Kevin. Looking at you. The Hazard Azer, nope. The Hazer Dazer says, heart. King Franchise 88 is subscribed. Sly Sled Door says, love and love and love and love for you guys. I love you right back, my friend. Afro Cyborg says, keep fucking that chicken.
We will.
Mellow Zombie says, back again, waiting for Nick to make a man out of me. I'll make a man out of him. We don't have to tell our wives. We really don't. They don't have to know anything about this. We'll Brokeback Mountain that shit. Sammy C93 says, love the morning show, guys. Help me through a very boring office job. Love from the UK. Ex Fluffy Ray. John Frankel says 2 months anniversary. Nick, would it be possible for Paula to bongo Kevin at Kind of Funny Life 3? Keep fucking that chicken. We'll ask.
Doubt it.
But that's doubtful. Rabbit on Strike has subscribed. Arvel Krindenden says, any chance Kind of Funny will go to Gamescom at some point in the future? Probably not. But maybe. Cobra15 says, Tim, I would say skate better, but nobody is skating better than you, my friend.
I appreciate that.
Joush says, Butthole. Zach Page 411 has subscribed. B Hargavin 123 says, shout out to Candy Andy and Cool Greg. Y'all mofos killing it.
Hell yeah.
Dorian7575 says, longtime part and silent minority, finally taking back that evil Amazon money and giving it back to you guys. Thanks for all you've done and continue to do. Now, Nick, how about a welcome butthole? Greg, give me the one. Butthole. And welcome. The real Mario Plumber says, 2 months on Prime, first time on chat. Love you guys. Keep smacking that ass for good laugh.
Hell yeah.
Check
we'll
out my
keep smacking
cosplay
that
page. And it's fb.com/sexysupermario or on Instagram @MarioPlumber. If you guys want to check that out, please feel free to. JT Master 77 has subscribed for 4 months. Says, hey, Tim and Nick.
Hey.
Have either of you heard of the anime, The 7 Deadly Sins? Binged it in one night. Loved it so much.
I watched the whole thing.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Love it.
Cool Greg likes it. You get Cool Greg's seal of approval. Or, as they call him on the streets, the Ice Cream
Ice
Man.
Cream King. Not the Ice Cream Man, the Ice Cream King.
I'm the Ice Cream Man from now on. Like he's a hitman in the hard streets of Harlem. Webhead86, apparently it's 2 month anniversary to be subbed. Also my kid's birthday tomorrow. Yay. Happy birthday, kid. Copyright 23 says, Tim, you ever finished Final Fantasy 15?
Yep.
Been waiting to see your final thoughts and ranking. Nick, what director's movies are ones you go see just because of the director, regardless of the premise?
I really liked it. It's definitely not one of the best Final Fantasies, but it's mid tier. I'd say upper mid tier, if anything. Yeah.
Directors for me that I see no matter what are Quentin Tarantino. I mean, I'll put Ridley Scott up there, anything he does, and probably Damien Chazelle for the time being because that guy is a fucking master at filmmaking and he's very young.
That's true.
Very
I give it to Edgar
jealous.
Wright.
Edgar Wright's a badass too.
Nolan.
Very much looking forward to Baby
Tarantino.
Driver. Oh, okay.
Those are my three.
Dang. You gonna see Dunkirk? You gonna get you some Dunkirk day one?
Yeah, I'm not
I'm
interested
not
at all.
excited about Dunkirk
But
at all.
it's gonna be great because it's Nolan.
We'll see about that. I'll wait for Sean Finnegan to be like, Nick, you have to see Dunkirk, and then take me to the IMAX show.
You're gonna watch it day one.
Probably. Criterion Mind, Amy, our good friend Amy Gills for 28 months. Holy crap, Amy, thank you. Filthy Walk. I think that's how that's spelled. Wook, Filthy Wook. Justin of the mic. Spoon Witch. Love you bastards. Positive Splash says, holy hell, 8 months. Thanks, food, for the awesome content. Keep fucking that chicken. I think I meant fools. The Doublet has subscribed to that. Jamal guy. The Kid 02 says, first time I can leave a message because the apartment doesn't let you, the app doesn't let you, and I have nothing to say, but keep it up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Jerry D007 has subscribed for the last 17 months, and our final subscriber for today is Pointy Candy, who says simply the word bongos. Bongos. Thank you all.
Thank you all. Thank you for this whole week. It's been a
great
roller
week.
coaster. Sometimes it didn't happen. Sometimes it did. It was never good. We were just here.
It was never great.
It was never great. It was good. It was at least
But it was good. Today was good.
Yeah, today was good. It was a good day. Yesterday was a good day. The day before that, a good day.
Positive Splash says, Nick, words are hard.
That's true.
They are hard.
That's true.
I know that's an insult.
Well, we will see you guys next week right here on twitch.tv/games.
We're back on Monday.
Thank you for the great week. Until
Enjoy your
next
weekend.
time. I love you.
I couldn't without it.
It's a wonderful phrase.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Nope. Cut
Timon
the
and
feed, Carrie.
Pumbaa.
Please cut the feed.
Timon and his friend Pagilio.
Timon and Pagilio.
Yep.